Back here doing laundry, and I completely forgot. One of you yesterday asked me for my code for drops, and I was going to go look it up. You were so sweet and said you wanted to go through my link, so I'm going to put it here. Type my code on the screen. If you don't know what drops is, I have a whole highlight, so you can go check that out. But it's so simple. This is the laundry detergent and the fabric softener, and it works for every washer and dryer, every model, and you just toss it in. And while I'm back here, I figured I would just show you. A lot of you probably have not seen this. This is, of course, in our rental. We did a little makeover back here. I will link the post that I talked about how we made this. And do you remember this? This ended up here because it's so big that we don't have any room for it at the moment. So we just put it here. It's the one we got at Springfield. I'll link all my goodies that we got at Springfield. And I also want to tell you something else about that. With this, it must be downstairs. We got 4 little sewing machine drawers like this, and someone asked me the other day if we've done anything with them because they have them, and we have not, but that project is coming soon. We're gonna run and pick up those lamp posts today, so I'm going to be working in the car. If you guys have questions on anything, I'm going to put a little box here because I know I'm really backed up in my DMs, so put it in here if you have a question. I was in the eye doctor's ordering her glasses. We're on our way to get those lamp posts, but she isn't doing the opposite of what you said because she actually liked the ones you guys picked best. Here were the results. I'll put them here. I wanted to show you this Serenity Prayer necklace up close. Several things I love about it. Number one, it is on both sides, so whichever way you put it on, it's going to be right. And then it has 3 different sizes that you can make it. I think this one is the shortest. And you know what? I'm just realizing I got this wide cigar band ring at the same place. I'm going to link that here because I get questions. I actually got a couple the other day and I forgot to share. Don't look at my old lady hands and my bad nails. I have to get them done. But these are made by Mary and they have the coolest stuff. I love these little stackable rings. I don't have the square ones on I was going to show you, but I will link them here. I got the smallest one, the smallest pair. I think there's 2 sizes. I am 55. How old are you, Deb? 52.
Last time I counted 52, I think.
52. When is the Woods and Ivy Cottage project going to be move-in ready?
People are hilarious. We don't know.
Who knows the answer to this question because it has rained all week. I think we got 3 or 4 inches last night, so which is going to stall it even longer of an already stalled project. So we try not to think about it. This is a question I get asked about probably daily about the slip covers. I get all of mine custom made. I would ask around in your area and see if you know anyone who does that. Right now, we currently in the rental have Sonos speakers and they're all linked together. So we just listen to like Spotify or Pandora from our phones on that. We rarely buy coffee because we always drink our coffee at home. But if we do, I'm boring. I just order plain black, boring coffee. Deb orders what I order because she doesn't know me. I'm not gonna lie though, when I see people on then got into the dental field, which is where I met her. And then I went to a large ear, nose, and throat group, which is in the town close to us, and I worked there for almost 11 years. So this one is one that I wear as my wedding band. This is 14 karat, so it's, you know, on the pricier side. I'm going to link it here, but I believe you can get it in different metals. How long have we been married, Deb?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you either. I think, did we figure out, I think it's 5.5 years.
Is it?
Smell so good. And you can also get unscented. They have different, they've got like for babies, unscented, for stains, and that kind of stuff. Somebody asked me if I had a snack. Of course I do, Deb. Of course I do.
With caffeine?
Yes, I'll get you one of these. Which one are you gonna pick? Do you want left or right?
Left.
My left or your left?
My left.
That was the right. You know what Verb bars are? You need to try them. I'm going to put my link here. I always carry them, and I'm going to share one more treat that I always carry. You probably already saw it. But Verb has only 90 calories, which is fabulous. Another thing I always carry are chomps, because these little ones are only 35 and 40 calories. And I believe I have a highlight with them with a code. So if you guys are interested, you can get some money off. I just looked, and the highlight is under healthy snacks. It's what Chomps is under. So if you're interested, go check out the healthy snacks. A bunch of these about this sweater, and I've shared it before. I don't know if it's on my shop page. I will put it on now, but it's the one from Aerie or American Eagle, and I love it. It's like a waffle. I do want to point out that the cream colored is very see-through, so I always wear like a little tank top under it. So make sure, I just want to make sure you knew that. How do you know how to run the wire for those lamps?
Well, once upon a time, I was born. And it was just up in my head. I don't know.
In all honesty, she just does it.
If you can wire a light, you can wire the lamppost. It's the same thing.
Thinking back to all of the janky jobs that we have done on flip houses. Do you remember when we sold our tiny house? I don't know why I thought about this. When we sold our tiny house, it needed a vent in the crawl space, and you crawled all...
Cut out a concrete block.
Cut out a concrete block. I was on the outside, she's on the inside, and we're trying to communicate.
Why am I on the inside and you're on the outside?
Because I don't like bugs and mice.
Spiders.
We're standing here talking. I said, what was the worst job of flip number one? We both agreed, taking out the pissed up animal piss carpet that was still wet.
I think you were sick for a week.
I was sick for a week. No, for 2 weeks. I ended up having to get a steroid shot because my system was so messed up from so much mold and mildew and dirt. That was number one. What was the worst job on flip two?
Trying to figure out the electrical switch.
That's right. There was a light switch, and I've talked about this one time before. There was this light switch. Wasn't it like right in the front door?
Yes.
And we kept going. We don't have a clue where this was at. And we owned that house for probably 3 or 4 months and figured it out. One day I was standing in the back laundry room and I was like, how did this light just come on? And Deb, we couldn't get that one on either. So Deb turned it on and it came. I'm not going to bore you with all of them, but let's go on to number 3. Number 3.
Then why are we boring them?
Well, we're just going to bore them for a little bit longer. Sorry about that. Number 3 was when we were almost done and had that list. We had a few more things to go. And I was like, we have an upstairs yet to do on this monster. Remember that?
Yes.
We totally forgot about the upstairs of this house. The house was like, what, Deb? 2,500 square feet. It was huge. And the stairway was like a closed one. And we just closed off the door so we didn't have to deal with it. And we actually kind of forgot about it. And had like another couple months at that house. What was in the laundry room that we made Lisa pull out? We were like, hey, Lisa, will you take that out? What was that? Do you remember that? There was something in the wall and we were afraid.
I don't remember.
Okay, I gotta think about this. Was it a big giant bird's nest or a mouse nest or... Do you remember? The waterfall.
I know the water.
The waterfall. There was water that came from the ceiling through the second floor, through the first floor. And there was something in a wall. I remember. I don't know why I started thinking about that the other day. I thought about that block that we had to cut out and all the janky, we hated jobs, every minute of some of that.